Yesterday, press conference, the jersey fit nicely.
Dodgers do it right, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you, they do.
Sure. Let's hear from him through his interpreter yesterday in Los Angeles.
今日こうしてドジャースのユニフォームに
Putting on this Dodgers uniform today, I'm reminded that my journey is just about to begin. It makes me feel more focused than ever. As I transition to the major leagues, I am deeply honored that many teams reached out to me with such enthusiasm, especially considering I haven't achieved much in Japan. I spent the past month both embracing and reflecting on this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to choose a place purely based on where I can grow as a player the most.
Couple of takeaways there. First of all, he said he hadn't achieved much in Japan. Most of us would beg to differ. He achieved a lot at such a young age, and he really sounds like a guy that gets it. He was asked about a variety of topics yesterday, including the sensitivities to the fires and the devastation in the Los Angeles area. This is a guy who lost family members in a tsunami in Japan as a very young guy.
Oh, wow.
He's aware of tragedy and how it impacts the community. He's wise beyond his years. What a great signing this is for whoever would have landed him. So happens it's the Dodgers. They get another international super-duper star in weight. And the Dodgers have said they plan on rolling him out in April. There's going to be no slow build-up in terms of innings. I mean, they've got, 11 all-star starting pitchers on that staff now.
Let me back that up to March, not April.
Oh, yeah, March.
He's pitching in Japan.
Right.
They go to Japan. You know how many times the Dodgers are going to go to Japan over the next 10 years of Shohei's contract? Next 9 years left. They're going to be going there a lot.
No doubt. No doubt. Did you see our guy yonder yesterday on this desk right here?
No. What did he do?
Well, he's apparently...
I want him to get into Loretta Stone.
Oh, well, he bought Loretta Stone, and he's now fluent in Japanese.
Roki, yonder Alonso with you here. Bear with me, okay? I want to say konnichiwa, konbanwa, MLB yokuso. Welcome to MLB. Good evening.
That was good.
That was pretty good.
That's killing the game.
No, it's not killing the game. He's growing the game.
That's good, man.
He figured out how to...
At noon Eastern. I know how much you love
Posted
it.
by you.
I can't wait for it. Roki Sasaki in full LA mode. You see the memes going around on social media. So he's taking in the sights and the sounds. He's living the LA life.
Oh, Roy.
Yes. Making the LA sign, right? Plays with the Lakers, born in Japan, Rui Hachimura. And then while you're there, what do you got to do? You got to see the guy. You got to see LeBron. No big deal. Watch
Careful.
his face.
Those are the seats where Larry David tripped Shaq.
You be kind. Watch his face after he leaves. He's in awe. That's the part of signing with LA, right?
He's got to be tripping.
Right?
I mean,
LeBron James.
I mean, he's got to be tripping.
The glitz and the glam. So he will be part of an insane rotation. We've seen the numbers side by side, but have you seen their dance moves? Because
they're all depressing.
No,
not
hey,
depressing.
That's almost vulgar.
Everyone's on the internet these days.
Come on, man.
The Dodger rotation.
This is a family show.
What does their bullpen look
Look
like?
at the Kershaw.
Bullpen?
Oh, my God. Who posted this?
Oh, my
Fabulous.
gosh, it's so good. And if you're wondering where they learned their moves, it's from our own talent pool. Because I didn't know you had it like that, John.
Hey, man.
Wait, I'm told there's breaking news.
There is breaking news.
Oh, yeah?
I'm getting word in my ear. Breaking news. Oh, my gosh. They're at it again. The Dodgers have signed everybody.
It's getting insane.
Shaking hands, writing contracts, paying big dollars. And this just in, Harold, Satchel Paige has been signed by... He's not alive. However...
when you said that yesterday, pending a physical.
Yeah. pending a heavenly physical. Contact the show, will you, please? Tell us if
We do this all just to amuse ourselves.
They're signing everybody. It's unbelievable.
Oh, shucks.
Still to come, Carl Willis, LSU head coach Jay Johnson, Jason Kendall, and after a break, Kenny Lofton, who we visited with a couple of weeks ago regarding some of the work he's doing to aid fire victims in Los Angeles. Something different with Kenny this time around.
A little baseball, maybe?
A very cool project that he's involved in.
Can Kenny do that, though? Can it, Kenny?
Positive.
That would have been no big deal 20 years ago.
January spring training comes at you fast. John Heyman leading the league in information. We took right on over. We kicked those guys out. They're in the bandbox.
Right.
How you doing? You're playing Immaculate
We're
Grid.
playing Immaculate Grid over here. We're not worried about you guys.
You're not worried one bit.
Heyman better bring some news.
All right, let's talk about it because teams, John, are taking shape and certain guys don't have homes. Pete Alonso at the top of the list. What's the latest?
Yeah, I mean, this could go on a while. I mean, as I say, it's a fluid situation. We shall see. I think it's most likely it's going to be one of two teams, most likely, not guaranteed, Jays or the Mets. And, you know, the Mets said they were pivoting, but they're still monitoring. They're still taken back at a price. Jays are still working hard. They are trying for Pete. Obviously, they've added Santander. If they get Pete, that's quite a middle of the order with Vlad, who we're going to talk about later. Alonso, guy with the most home runs in the National League since coming in, 226 home runs, 134 OPS plus. I know this seems unusual, but Cody Bellinger didn't sign last spring until February 25th. Could be a similar situation with a shorter deal with the opt-outs. We shall see. He was willing to do that with the Mets. Doesn't mean with the opt-outs, which, you know, the opt-outs are huge. Because look how that did for Snell. He ended up getting $182 million next year. Chapman got $151 million the next year. But it is possibly a shorter deal. Not necessarily, though, because if we remember Bryce Harper 6 years ago got a record deal February 28th. February 28th, we're only in January, right?
Forgot about that.
$330 million. So you never know, but he was willing to do that shorter deal with the Mets. It's a sign that maybe he will do that shorter
So
deal.
it could look different. We know the number, though. We know the territory. Similar to Vlad, we know an idea of the number and the years. As free agency looms, John, do you get the sense we're going to get there for Vlad?
Vlad, well, I mean, Toronto is going to try. They're definitely going to try to sign him. He is their superstar, and they've got a shot here. I mean, he's a favorite son. He's a Canadian citizen. His dad played in Montreal for all those years. I mean, he's an all-time great in Canada, and this is a very popular superstar, and they have tried reportedly at around $340 million. I mean, obviously, Pete's not getting anywhere near that. Pete has a 134 OPS plus, Vlad 137 OPS plus. The big difference, of course, is Vlad is 25 years old. The age plays. We saw that with Soto. And so it's going to have to be at least $400 million.
That's the number.
At least. I mean, are we going to hit 500? I don't know. I mean, Soto is the guy who was most comped to him at 765. He's not Juan Soto, let's be fair. Not Juan Soto, but I would say 400 million plus is the number. And he's not getting traded. We see teams out there trying. We know the Jays are going for it, right? They signed Santander. They're looking at Pete. They're looking at Scherzer. They're going for it. They're not trading him.
They're at 340, 400 is the number at least. What about the relief market? I feel like it was yesterday, a couple days ago, I was saying, is this going slower than we think? Tanner Scott then, potentially Kirby Yates. Do certain pieces have to fall for others too?
Yeah, they're starting to fall now. So obviously some of the big guys have fallen recently. Yates and Scott both headed to the Dodgers. We're going to talk about the winners in a little while. Obviously, the Dodgers, pretty big winner there. Hoffman has now signed. So 3 out of the 4 big ones who are in their prime have signed. Estevez is the next one to go. We think he's going to go fairly soon. He's been connected to the Jays, the Cubs, the Reds. I know there are 5 teams talking to him, 57 saves over the last 2 years. There are other very good relievers out there. Kenley Jansen. Hey, look, Billy Wagner got in the Hall of Fame. Kenley Jansen probably shooting for the Hall of Fame. He looks like he's got a couple years left. Might be able to do it. Obviously, a lot of teams looking for relief. Basically, almost every team.
Aren't whole yet, but we're getting there. Obviously, Dodgers at the top of the list. What are other teams that you look at and say so far they've had a good offseason?
You're right. Not much suspense to the winner list, right? We're going to go down 5-1, but we know who one is, right? So number 5, I've got both New York teams. You signed for $765 million. Juan Soto, you're the Mets. You've got to be a winner. Right? I mean, obviously, they beat out 4 other big market teams to get one of the greatest players in baseball. I'm going to count the Yankees. I think they pivoted nicely. That's a big word in baseball now. Pivoted, Fried, Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Williams. That's a pretty good haul they spent the money on instead of Soto. I think they're a winner. So that's my number 5. That's 2 teams. I guess that's 5 and 6. Number 4, I'm going with the Giants. They're getting some criticism, but I like what they did. I like Adames. I think he's a terrific player, great in the clubhouse. I think Verlander still has something left. Not sure he's going to pitch till 50 as he hopes, but I think he'll be good at age 41, 42. And obviously they brought in Matt Chapman a year ago, kept him on a long-term deal for $151 million. So I'm still counting Chapman and the Giants as my number 4. Another team that's getting criticism, they haven't gone out there and spent the big bucks. They are a big market team, but
I like who's sabermetrically minded.
Very good, Harold. I like that. Red Sox. I think the Red Sox are number 3. I love Buehler at $20 million, $21 million for 1 year, and Crochet. I mean, that is a big prize. I think they did great there. Obviously, they gave up a lot to get him with Teal and Montgomery, young guys. And we saw Aroldis Chapman. There he is again, one of the greatest closers of all time. So the Red Sox are doing well, even though they haven't spent the big bucks. They're still in on Bregman. I'll have to move them up on my list if they get Bregman. Number 2, I think this is pretty easy too. The D-backs, when you got a mid-market team that signs a guy for this kind of price, over $200 million, one of the best pitchers in the game in Corbin Burns, obviously terrific. They got Naylor to replace some of the offense that they did lose with Walker leaving and Peterson leaving, but they have a number 1 starter, a team that was actually 4th from the bottom in ERA. I can't even believe I'm saying that. Look at that rotation. It's outstanding with Gallen, Kelly, Erod, if he's healthy. Fantastic pitcher. Fought. I think he's terrifically talented as well. And if you get Jordan Montgomery back doing something, I think they're still trying to trade him. That'd be a plus. So very, very good rotation. Number 2, obviously number 1. You gave it away, Lauren. There's no giving it away. We knew that the Dodgers are number 1. Series last year with half of the rotation in sick bay. Some of those guys are back. They'll get Kershaw back. He's not on that list yet. He's on as a subtraction. I think they'll sign him at mid-year. But look at that rotation with Snell and Sasaki adding to what they had. It's just unbelievable. And we know that they're got deals in the works and about to sign Tanner Scott and Kirby Yates. And they are the clear number 1. In a way, Giants and Diamondbacks I have as winners. So 3 out of the 6 teams I've listed are in the same division. Even though the Giants and Diamondbacks are winners, a little bit of a loss there because that best team got even better.
Sure. I remember Andrew Friedman at the winter meeting saying we got a late start. They more than made up for it. Don Heyman with the very latest. Thank you so much. There's breaking news.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, I love you.
Hey.
You got breaking news in there?
Quit messing with my stuff.
Don't you worry about it.
Breaking news. This is unbelievable. This is going to change how we operate here at the network. Check it out. The Dodgers signing everybody, paying big money for everybody. And the latest to join the Dodgers, Dan Plesac has just signed a deal with the Los Angeles Dodgers.
No, we don't want to lose Dan.
They needed a clubhouse DJ and somebody to pick up those.
This is a high-end all-star pitcher.
That's right, Lauren. High-end all-star pitcher. Good call, Harold. Dan Plesac signing with the Dodgers.
Do this all day.
Oh, boy.
It's time for the bump.
That was Lauren hitting the soundboard.
Yeah, we're in trouble now. Oh, take a break. There she is.
The bump doesn't matter.
Do the bump.
This is like a kid that just found the car keys for the first time. Oh boy. When we come back, Jason Kendall had a terrific big league career, and among the highlights, that memorable finale in 2008 when he received CC's masterpiece. We're going to talk to Jason about that and more next on Hot Stove. We're going to miss you, Plesac. Have fun with the Dodgers.
ロサンゼルス・ジャースが再び野球界を
揺るがす歴史的な補強を実現した。すでに MLB 最強クラスの戦力を誇るこのチームに佐々木や明まれが加わることで、その強さはさらに際立つものとなるだろう。今オフシーズン、ドジャースは積極的に大物補強を進め、MLB の勢力図を塗り替えるようなチーム作りを行った。すでに大谷翔平、山本由伸といった日本を代表する選手たちがチームに加わっているが、佐々木朗の加入によって、ドジャースは次元の違う球団へと進化している。この契約の背景には、単なる戦力補強以上の意図が隠されている。ドジャースは MLB の枠を超え、世界的なブランドへと成長しようとしているのだ。では、佐々木まれの加入がどのような影響を与えるのか、ドジャースの未来はどのような方向へ進んでいくのか、ここではドジャースの戦力、戦略、そして世界的な影響力を深く掘り下げていきたい。最強のローテーションが完成。 MLB 史上屈指の投手陣。ドジャースは長年にわたり MLB の強豪として君臨してきたが、今シーズンの補強でその地位はさらに盤石なものとなった。特に注目すべきは先発ローテーションの充実ぶりである。現在ドジャースの先発ローテーションは以下のように構成されている。ブレイク・スネル2023年サイ・ヤング賞受賞投手、佐々木まれ、日本球界が誇る未完の大器、160 kmh 超えの速球を武器とする山本由伸 NPB 史上最高額で MLB 移籍した投手、抜群の制球力と多彩な球種が魅力。ウォーカー・ビューラードジャースのエースとして活躍。復帰後の投球が期待される。クレイトン・カーショードジャースの象徴ともいえる大ベテラン。経験値と精神的支柱としての役割が大きい。この布陣は MLB 史上でも類を見ないほどの強力な先発陣といえる。各投手が S 級の実力を持ち、特に佐々木まれの加入によってドジャースのローテーションは新時代の MLB を象徴するものとなった。佐々木は日本球界で数々の記録を塗り替えた剛腕投手であり、2022年には完全試合を達成するなど、そのポテンシャルの高さを証明している。彼の武器は160 kmh を超えるフォーシームと鋭く落ちるフォークボール。MLB の打者たちにとってこれほどの速球と落差のある変化球を攻略するのは容易ではない。さらに佐々木はまだ若干22歳。今後の成長次第では MLB の顔となる存在にまで上り詰める可能性を秘めている。ドジャースが彼を獲得した理由は単なる副戦力としてではなく、未来の柱としての期待も大きいのだ。攻撃力も盤石史上最強の打線を形成。ドジャースの強みは投手陣だけにとどまらない。攻撃面でも MLB 随一の打線を誇っている。現在の打線の主力メンバーを見てみると、まさにオールスター級の顔ぶれが並ぶ。ムーキー・ベッツ2023年 MVP 候補、橋攻守すべてにおいて超一流。フレディ・フリーマン、安定感抜群の打撃技術を持つ一塁手、ウィル・スミス MLB プクラスの捕手であり、強打のバッター、大谷翔平世界最高の二刀流選手、40本塁打、100打点以上が期待される。この打線に MLB 屈指のパワーヒッターである選手が加わる可能性もある。ドジャースは補強に積極的であり、さらなる戦力アップを模索しているため、今後の移籍市場からも目が離せない。国際的な影響力の拡大。日本市場を視野に入れた戦略。佐々木まれの加入は単なる戦力強化にとどまらず、ドジャースの国際戦略においても大きな意味を持つ。すでに大谷翔平、山本由伸といった日本のスター選手が加入しているが、佐々木の加わることで ドジャースは日本市場において投的な存在感を持つ球団となる事実。MLB は日本での試合開催を積極的に計画しており、今後10年でドジャースが何度も日本で試合を行う可能性が高い。これにより、ドジャースはアメリカのチームから世界のチームへと進化を遂げていく。日本の野球ファンにとっても、佐々木の活躍は大きな関心事となるだろう。ドジャースの未来王者への道は開かれた。今回の補強によって、ドジャースは短期的にも長期的にも成功する準備が整った。2024年シーズンは、間違いなくワールドシリーズ制覇を狙う年となるが、それだけではなく、今後10年にわたり王朝を築くための基盤が固まったドジャースは、常に勝つための戦略を持ち、最高の選手を獲得し、最高の環境を作り出してきた。佐々木朗まれの加入は、その成功の一部に過ぎないが、彼が今後どのような成長を遂げ、MLB でどれほどのインパクトを残すのか、世界中の野球ファンが注目している。ファンの皆さんの声を聞かせてください。今回のドジャースの補強について、あなたはどう思いますか？佐々木朗まれが MLB でどのような活躍を見せるのか、そしてドジャースは今後どれほどの成功を収めるのか、ぜひコメントで教えてください。